All right, y'all. We are back with another video and say it ain't so, man. We are back with some more Benny, man. Shout out to Benny. Like I said, always keeping us updated. And another thing I like about Benny, that he's able to talk to like Tucker Carlson and stuff like that and ask him the questions that we would ask Tucker if we ever had the chance to talk to him, especially myself. So shout out to Benny for doing that, man. So Benny named this video, said Tucker reveals who left coke at the White House. Now I definitely want to hear this right here, to hear what Benny to hear what Tucker have to say about this. So this right here is very important. So when I seen this, I was like, yes, I definitely need to check this right here out to hear Tucker reveal who he think left it in there. But like I said, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody showing so much support. Everybody been leaving positive comments in the comment section. I also want to thank everybody that clicked on this video for the very first time. And shout out to the one that always watches the entire video. Because when you do that, YouTube will share my video so more people can see my reaction. And that right there is what helped the channel grow. So shout out to everybody that always stay to the end. Shout out to everybody that always comes straight in. Hit that like button for me. That's very, very important as well. Everybody that's watching me right now, please hit that like button so YouTube can send this video out so more people can see it. And without further ado, let's dive straight into this and let's see who Tucker reveals who left coke at the White House. Obviously, they try to push that to the back burner and try to put all their focus on Donald Trump as if we forgot about that. But that's the thing. We ain't forgot about that. But let's go.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Benny. Ever heard of the laws of projection? This means whatever I'm guilty of, I'm going to accuse you of actually being guilty of it. I'm going to say, no, I know you are. But what am I? Yes, I can't deal with my blood-stained, guilty, blackened soul. And so I'm going to say you're the guilty one. And that seems to happen quite often with Joe Biden. Listen to this exchange while Joe Biden was running for president, where he asked this black anchor, hey, you on crack, man? Because he didn't like the question he was asked.
Have you taken a cognitive test?
No, I haven't taken a test. Why the hell would I take a test? Come on, man. That's like saying you, before you got in this program, you take a test where you're taking, what do you think, huh? Are you a junkie?
What do you say to President Trump, who brags about his test and makes your mental state an issue?
It's so good. I love it. All right. So it's perfect.
Man.
Hey, you. Why are you on cocaine? It's great. You know, there is somebody who's on.
I probably smoked more Parmesan cheese than anyone that you know, I'm sure, Tracy.
What?
What?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You smoked Parmesan cheese because he got on his hands and knees and was trying to find a crack. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a interesting breaking report from the intel agencies. Apparently, there was DNA found on the inside of the White House, and so they know who it was. Now, we asked the question of Tucker Carlson on our X Live space. Hey, who do you think left the White House? Tucker Carlson had, I think, a picture-perfect answer saying that he knows who it is and also expanding the idea of the just open degeneracy and embarrassment of this regime onto the rest of us. Tucker Carlson noting, most importantly, that he lives in the car before going into the White House. Listen. You're talking about secure locations where you can get information, where you shouldn't be able to commit crimes, yet somebody left a bag of White House. I know that you've been to the White House.
Oh, yeah.
Who left the coke, Tucker?
I leave my blow in the truck every time, just on principle. I mean, they got dogs in there and everything. So, and I think most people do because it's the White House. And so, I've been sober for 21 years, but, I have, and I know the paranoia that accompanies the use of illegal, and no normal coke, whether chronic or habitual or casual, would ever think to bring to the White House, because that's a no-no. I don't care how high you are. I'm not doing that. And so clearly it's someone who lives or works there who's so familiar with it that the, kind of the fear of being around Secret Service and dogs, they got a lot of dogs at the White House, is not at all a motivator. So, like, it's someone from the family, obviously, and you've got a couple of heavy users in the family. I feel sad for the family. A lot of families have heavy drug. I'm not attacking the Bidens, by the way. I feel sorry for them, but Ashley Biden has had a publicly documented struggle with, of course, Hunter as well. So, but what's amazing to me, so you sort of feel bad for anybody who's like got to get high so bad they're bringing the White House. But on the other hand, it's like, stop lying to me. But the whole thing is a lie. The presidency's a lie. The guy's senile. His press secretary can barely speak English. She's like a functional moron. How does she have a driver's license? Like the whole thing. Toria Nuland is Undersecretary of State, the person who helped start the Iraq War. It's like it's a grotesque painting. It's honestly like a Salvador Dali portrait of government. It's like insane. It's like the least competent, the most malicious, the least accomplished, and the most personally damaged people are running everything. There's got to be a name for that. Government by freaks.
Of course, you do recall the White House story. It makes absolutely no sense. The Secret Service saying, we don't know who it was. We don't know who it was.
Yes, they do.
But do they? Apparently, the Secret Service does know exactly who left the White House as a member of the Biden family orbit. It's not Hunter, according to reports, and that Joe Biden is covering up the culprit. Isn't this an important question? I mean, this is illegality going on inside of the people's house. Let the people know.
Fox News alert, a major update in the White House scandal. According to a report cited by the New York Post, a source close to the White House says Joe Biden knows exactly who left the bag of White House. And it's someone in the Biden family orbit. But this source says it wasn't Hunter's. Now, we haven't verified the report, but if this is true, it adds another layer to the cover-up.
So
exactly, like, bro, they know who it is. Joe Biden know who it is. Like, we all know who it is. But yet, let this would have been Donald Trump about this whole situation. Let that would have been Donald Trump. They'll be still talking about it. They will be still talking about it if all of this landed on Donald Trump and his family. Let this whole situation would have happened on Donald Trump, and they'll be still right now talking about it. But you know what they try to do? They'll try to stop talking about this and just try to worry about trying to paint Donald Trump in the bad light. That's what they more focus on. But they'll try to let Joe Biden get away with this crap right here. Because remember, we covered this story. We ain't stupid. We all know who it was. We know who we're in trouble for it now. But that's what they try to do. They try to cover it up. They try to use Donald Trump to cover this up so they can just keep talking about him every day, about these trials, these indictments, this New York City crap. So they'll just talk about all this other stuff surrounding Trump to try to put this in the back burner to make everybody forget about it. But that's the thing. We ain't forgot about it. Not at all. We haven't forgot about it.
why is this important? I mean, obviously, illicit is something that people struggle with, and we're not trying to. I mean, I'm not a scold. Do you know what I mean? Like, what I am is a person who sort of steps back and says, "Wait a second, shouldn't there be standards here? Like, if you're getting it from a cartel, and that cartel is going to be sending you, and you're going to be enriching them, and these are really evil people. The cartels do all this. Cartels openly control our border. Like, you're in direct violation of not only our laws in this country, we are a country of laws, or at least used to be, but also international laws and just human moral decency. Isn't this a spiritual question about that? I mean, again, I'm not trying to be a scold here, but I'm saying this is the White House. And this isn't some Ibiza club in Lower Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
This is the White House. Like, at the very least, inside of this home, you should have some type of, like, personal moral obligation, decency, and also, of course, I've been to the White House many times. There is absolutely no way you get into the White House with unless, of course, you are a member of the Biden family, which is what the reporting plays out. And of
Man,
course,
if anybody would have came to the White House with coke and stuff on them, they would have stopped them at the door. It would have been a red light. Like, come on. How can it get? How could the jury get that far up in the White House? Like, come on now. We ain't stupid, bro. Like, come on. They think we stupid. Like, all this was is just, they just tried to cover it up. Joe Biden wasn't there. He was gone. Him and his family was gone. That's what they always do. When they in trouble and they get caught, the first thing they holler was, the Bidens weren't there. They was gone. To make it seem like a random person came in the White House and put it in there. I'm telling you, that's what they be trying to do.
Member of the Biden family has DNA on that little baggie, and the DNA on that baggie is being protected by Joe Biden. So who's to blame here? Who's responsible? Well, ultimately, the responsibility lands at the feet of the person who is hiding the identity. Is this another time that Joe Biden is hiding the of his family? Well, the answer is probably yes. Does it make for comedy gold? For news reports? For hilarious stories? And for Donald Trump? The answer is also resoundingly yes. Donald Trump using the White House on the campaign trail. Have a listen.
Do you ever see him? He finishes a speech, stumbles through. By that time, it's starting to wear off, you know. Whatever happened to the down in the White House? It was weird. Through a presidential entrance. We found massive amounts, but we don't know whose it is. I think I know whose it is, you think? Never been a time where we've been closer. We're inches away, and we have a man that literally can't speak. He can't get off a stage.
Nope.
The other day, he tried to get off a stage. Now, look, I'm up here now. There are a lot of people. There's a lot of television going crazy. There's so much. I'm up here. But, you know, when I'm finished, I'm going to look over there. I'm going to see an exit. I'm going to look over there. I can take that one. And what I can't do is walk through the back wall. Then he turned her. Did you see the other day? Thank you. You know what happens after about 20 minutes, the stuff that he's taking wears off, so he gets really gets a little groggy. Gets a little bit groggy. They say, get him off the stage. That's swearing off, man. Get him off. No. And I'm sure that they found in the White House that nobody, I'm sure, I feel certain it had nothing to do with Hunter and Joe, by the way. Here, Dad, have a little of this stuff. It's going to liven you up a little bit. Can you imagine they found a
comedy?
But that's the thing, though. He's telling the truth about that, though. If you just take the funny, it's not he's telling the truth. Like Joe Biden have a hard time finishing the sentence. He don't know how to get off the stage. Half the time he walk downstairs, he almost fall or he will fall. This is something that is constantly going on, and this is the man that's in charge of our country. Like Joe Biden has to go. Joe Biden has done a terrible job. The Dems know it. Everybody knows it. Even his own side done called him out. They all know that this man did a terrible job. We definitely got to get Trump back in there, and I believe it's going to happen. I know they trying to take him off the ballot. They trying to do everything they can to stop Donald Trump, but it just ain't happening.
Gold. So you can laugh, you can cry. One or two options. We choose to laugh on this program. We want you to stay based. That is why we did our interview with Tucker.
All right, shout out to Ben. I think that was the end of it. But yeah, man, like we ain't stupid, man. We know exactly who it was. Like it ain't that hard to find out, but it get to the point where they just try to put it towards the back and put all the focus on Donald Trump to try to make everybody forget about it. Like that's what they try to do. That's why they tried to cover it up. But like I said, let it been Donald Trump. They'll be still talking about it, just like they trying to talk about what he said in 2020, what he did in 2020. See, that's what they do. They focusing on Trump to take all the attention off Joe Biden. That's what they trying to do, but we ain't gonna let that happen. We ain't gonna let it happen. But once again, shout out to Benny. Shout out to Tucker. I will leave the original video in the description. Make sure y'all go show Benny some love. And like I said, man, this right here is crazy. This right here is crazy. You heard what Tucker said. Tucker said he know exactly who it was. Just like Tucker know who it was, we all know who it was. Because like I said, at the end of the day, Donald Trump is going to win, and I just can't wait till he get back in the White House, man, so all this madness can stop. You think about what they found in the White House. He lets illegal immigrants come across the border. I mean, just all type of stuff. Wars going on. Look at all this stuff going on under Joe Biden. Under Joe Biden, look at everything that's going on. But hey, y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this. Once again, like I said, thank you all for watching. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.